like Coach says all the time, season starts, it'd be starting yesterday. It's a 1-week season, and the only thing you have to worry about is that week itself. But for whenever he comes back, I would say the pressure is a lot more, and it doesn't really change anything though. I've been working at practice, and he'd be coming up to me, giving me pointers like, hey, it's all about the process. We'd talk about some things, work on the form, and I don't really look at him as a competitor right now. I just look at him as a teammate. But I know whenever he comes back, he'll definitely give me a run for my money.
When did you start kicking in high school? Like, did you kick off for years? How'd that come about?
That's a funny question because I played soccer all my life and started at a very young age. It's the only thing I really ever did. And my brother, Steve, actually kicked at USC. And so whenever he'd be kicking, say he'd go out to practice and everything, I'd be the guy going back there and catching all his balls and throwing them back. And I didn't really think much of it, but I wanted to quit playing soccer to play football because I was tired of not being able to hit anybody. And I wanted to get just a little bit of aggression out. And so I went, it was at B team, and ended up being, I wanted to try out for safety. They said I could do it, and the varsity team needed a kicker. They didn't have anybody, so they came to the B team. Actually, Coach Seitz did, and he said, have any of you ever played soccer? And me and my buddy Jake were like, yeah, we did. So we both went out there and just started kicking. And like I knew what to do because of my brother. And I just started making them. And buddy Jake, he became the punter. So from then on, I wasn't allowed to do safety or anything like that. I was just a kicker.
So is this your sophomore, junior year? What year?
For varsity, I was freshman through senior year.
So you know.
Yes, sir.
Did you have a lot of pent-up aggression?
Sometimes.
Did you feel like the underdog coming in because there was a couple guys that were already here, they were in the program a little bit, and you kind of feel like you had a long way to go?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Both Alex Spence and Christian Grooms are great kickers, and I knew that coming into it. So, like I was saying before, I can't really think about all that because that just gives you one more thing to think about whenever you're about to do the kick, and you already have a lot of stuff to think about. So, coming into it, I knew I was going to be the underdog. I knew nobody would really give me a second look, but I feel as if whenever I started making the long ones, then I started getting people's attention, and after that, kind of the bricks kind of fell into place.
You just mentioned your affinity for hitting people. Did you follow Spencer Brenton's career, and do you hope to be able to run some returners down?
I definitely did. That'd be awesome. I do remember a couple of times in high school when I thought I'd be able to lay a guy out, and I failed miserably. But having the opportunity would be really cool.
How comfortable, to what range are you comfortable? Yeah, I'm good to 52, 50. Where are you comfortable at?
If there's no wind or anything, I'd say I'm comfortable within 45. But outside of that, then you start thinking, okay, you really got to put your leg into this. And so I'd say that.
Do you have any goals, like during the course of your career, during the year? Do you want to progress it to a certain point, or is that you feel good about 45?
In terms of progressing to a certain point throughout my career, I wouldn't really say I've thought about all that yet. My goals as of right now are just, okay, make all the field goals that they need you to make for the team, and if it works out, it works out. But if I don't have any field goal attempts, I don't have any field goal attempts. That would be awesome. That means we're scoring touchdowns. But in terms of goals, do you mean overall distance for a field goal, or just in general? Yeah. It'd be awesome to make a really long field goal. Over 50 would be sweet. Just because I know that was my furthest field goal in high school was 51, so I want to beat that. I guess you could say that's a goal for me.
Were you ever like an all-region or all-state kicker?
Yes, sir. I was all-region my sophomore, junior, and senior.
Put the ball down on the field for that first extra point the other day?
Well, for the first extra point, I was just happy that it was an extra point, so that I didn't really have to think about it. I do them all the time. The first thing was I didn't have to worry about the snap because of Jim Brown. Didn't have to worry about the hold. They're always perfect at practice every time. and my main focus was contact. So as long as I just get the right contact, it'll go through. That's my main thoughts on that one.
Coach Sweeney said he would just prefer to go ahead and score touchdowns and not worry about the field goals. Do you share that sentiment?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Being in football, it's not really an individual sport. So I'm really just out there to do what the team needs. If they need me to kick a field goal, I'll kick a field goal. If they need me to kick an extra point, I'll be glad to kick an extra point. So whatever the team needs.
Realizing that the reality is you will have to try a field goal at some point. Probably. Would you like to kick one Saturday as opposed to having to go out there 5 nights later at Louisville?
I would say yes, just because being at home in Clemson, being able to do it in front of the Clemson family per se. If I do happen to miss my first field goal, I certainly hope I don't. But if I do happen to do it, I would rather do it at home in front of the people I'm more comfortable with instead of at Louisville when people be going nuts and I'd have more to worry about.
Take us back to your genesis with this program. How it came to be. I mean, you walked on and just came to a tryout or what?
The main thing was before my freshman year up at Clemson, I came to the summer kicking camp just to see how it would go. But it went well. At least I thought it went well. But they didn't decide to bring me on, so I was like, okay, I still want to go here as a school. Like I said before, my older sister goes here. And I wanted to be an architect because some of my aunts and uncles are architects. And I've been growing up doing house projects all the time with my dad. And I mean, I just felt like it was the place to be. I loved it up here, the environment, everything that they have going on. So I thought I'd go here to school, and then I was like, I mean, there's a walk-on tryout, so why not? You don't have anything to lose. So I did it, and it worked out.
So last fall, during the year, you sat in the stands. This is exactly what Coach Sweeney did his freshman year.
Yes, sir.
Let's say your first field goal opportunity is at Louisville. Tell me, what's the mindset with 60,000 people going nuts, coming down on top of you? How do you block that out?
The main thing is stick with the process. Yes, the environment may make a difference, but in terms of blocking everything out, you just have to focus on the kick because it's the same grass, it's the same upright, so why overthink it?